Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brown. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Hey, you block over here. Check 3, check side.
Rodgers again now. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Snead's got it. 12 yards the pick up there. Good for a Raven first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now here is another interception. Kevin King with a pick. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
They're running. Hey, 88, 88, 83, 99.
On 2nd and 9. Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers as his guys continue to pour it on. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And
at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Come on, go.
I got him. Back to mine. I got him.
Mike 42, Mike 42.
Yo.
Smoke small. Check, 42.
Now it's Jackson. It's caught by Roberts. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now, the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life, but it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Get 300. Get 300.
Throwing again. Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, But also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here.
Hey, Delta. Over, open in there.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers now from the gun. He'll throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give the sack to Blake Martinez. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Jackson now, flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He'll buy some time right. Now he'll pull it down. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So the Packer offense coming on. They'll be asked to go for 2.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. You. Hey, check 26.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Zadarius Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Check 4. 25, check. Come on.
At after the sack on first down. Jackson, it's complete to Snead. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Now it's Jackson rolling to his right. Caught by Snead over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here's Jackson on third and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Za'Darius Smith able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Throwing is Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to pour it on. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They'll look to run for him with Williams. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Play action. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to go down again. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 28. But he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers to throw again. And he's got it. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Allen Lazard, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Working from the gun, Rodgers to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before.
Let's go, baby.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Green 18. They're not ready for this, man. Hey, 88.
Rodgers now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there, because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Jackson got him in. It's Brown. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check 42.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. And now here's another interception. Kevin King with a pick. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah. Ty Detmer.
He was with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Now Rodgers. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Get 300. Get 300. Line 36. Line 36. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Rodgers going to throw again. He's airing it out for Williams. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Play action. It's Jackson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Preston Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays. And my goodness, another interception. Kevin King with a pick. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick-sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick-sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
My word, it'll be nothing short of a monstrous loss on the play. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And Adams has it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Hey, take 26.
Rodgers throwing here. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again, Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's airing it out for Williams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.